That's a thumbnail. Look at that. Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. I'm Shane, and I'm back with Batman, the animated series. We're watching it in the episode that aired, episode 46. Just me today, guys. No Zach, no Matt. Unfortunately, last episode, it was a doozy. It was an episode focusing on Edward Nygma, and he creates this virtual reality device that is so real, and he traps Gordon's mind in it. And Batman goes in there to rescue his friend and ally. It was a great episode. We get to see Batman use his superior knowledge to outwit the Joker at his own game, and Joker ends up getting trapped in there. We also had Robin kind of helping Batman throughout the puzzles. It gets to a certain point, though, where he's unable to communicate with him anymore. It was a good reaction, good conversation I had with Zach. Go check that out. Guys, before we jump into this one, if you want to support the channel, check us out on Patreon. We have full-length, uncut reactions for this show and up to 4 weeks early access for this and our non-live shows. Let's jump in. They didn't open with a title card. That's really weird. Oh, here we go. The laughing fish. All right. It's weird. The title card's a part of the scene, though. Joker's still at large. What is this? Just Fish Town? Just because they're in a harbor? That's a wonderful, wonderful sound.
It's impossible. I'm gonna be sick. All of them. With the Joker's face. Looks just like it. Can't be. Call the police.
That's disgusting. That's awful. How many times has he been arrested? Oh, I feel like I have this memory of this.
Tonight, sir?
The dissection tray, please, Alfred.
Any idea what our happy friend is up to now?
Normal criminals usually have logical motives,
Not him.
but the Joker's insane schemes make sense to him alone.
Office of Copyrights. Harley Quinn.
Look alive, wage slaves! Presenting that caliph of clowns, that mogul of mountebanks.
She's got a nice ass.
And only Joker!
He's just a known criminal, though, right?
Good morning, Mr. Francis. Please allow me to introduce my associates. Miss Quinn
Enchanty.
and Messrs. Their names escape me for the moment. No matter. We gentlemen of business have arrangements to discuss.
Arrangements?
For my fish, of course. This has all been worked out far in advance, Francis. Now, what is everyone in town talking about?
Those yellow-ass teeth.
I told you not to speak!
Ooh, fish stinkeroonie.
They're gonna poison him.
All better.
As I was saying,
better.
since every fish in Gotham now bears my famous and frankly fabulous face, I should be getting a profit from every fish product sold.
What?
A nickel per fish sandwich, 50 cents for sardines, millions of dollars a day to finance my happily hedonistic lifestyle.
No one can copyright fish. They're a natural resource.
Yeah.
But they share my unique face. Colonel What's-His-Name has chickens, and they don't even have mustaches. You have until midnight to change your mind, Francis, or you'll be the poorest fish of all.
Coming up next, Marla Benson has a special report on the smiling fish epidemic.
This diluted toxin only affects fish.
Maybe he's trying to make us all die from disgust.
Toxin doesn't hurt people, huh?
They're busy and funny and oh so delish. They're joyful and jolly Joker-fish.
Say, Mom, wondering what to feed them.
I don't think anyone's gonna eat this fucking fish.
Feed the family tonight.
Arr, try me famous Joker fish.
This could cause a stampede to pork.
Yummy, yum, yum. Eat it.
Mr. J, I have this little problem with fish. Yum, yum, yum.
Tasty, tender. eating, and of course,
Naturally low in cholesterol.
coming to your local store just as soon as that nasty old Mr. G. Carl Francis decides to give me my legal cut of the profit. I hope you've changed your mind, Mr. Francis, because I haven't changed mine.
Relax, Mr. Francis. I got men posted at every window and door. Nobody's sneaking in here tonight.
Was that?
If I got in this easily, so will the Joker.
This is police business. Haul your bat butt out of here.
Dude.
Detective, no one knows the Joker's methods better than Batman.
I've never done anything to this Joker. I'm just a paper pusher. I can't change the laws.
And in his sick mind, that's the joke, Mr. Francis.
Yep. Friendly fish distributors. Oh, swordfish. What does a shark look like?
Feeling all right?
Oh, sure. It's just that everything's been so crazy today.
Get this man to a hospital, now!
What?
Was it fall descent? Damn, that's pretty cool. That is freaking terrifying.
He'll be all right once the anti-venom kicks in.
I don't get it.
That gas is one part of a binary compound. The Joker exposed Francis to the other part when he threatened him this morning.
Former copyright director G. Carl Francis will be taking an extended vacation. If I don't get legal claim to my fish by 3 a.m., the number 2 bureaucrat, Thomas Jackson, will feel my wrath.
All units, keep your eyes open for anything.
I like to go on record as saying this Batman business is the lamest idea that I...
Duly noted, Lieutenant. But we're going to try it his way to protect Mr. Jackson. Nearly 3 a.m. and not a cackle from that hyena.
must have scared him off.
What's that?
Just my cat.
When has a cat ever gone backwards? Ugh! It's like
Joker fish.
purple. That's a good shot. That's a thumbnail right there.
It's affecting him. Look out!
What the?
Even drugged, the cat went straight for its master.
Oh, this is just dandy, commish. Your pet bat's playing dress up while the Joker's popping off pencil pushes right and left. Well, I ain't sticking around to see who's next. I got my own methods. Bug!
Commissioner, have a look at this fish. It's a Japanese tang, not native to Gotham's cold waters.
So, where did it come from?
The aquarium? Ah! Ah, shit.
Freeze, copper! I got you covered, see?
Well, if it ain't laughing, boys, little hench winch. You're
That's
out
got
good.
poison gas.
Do tell.
What?
Look at what I caught. Kinda runty, though. I'm gonna have to throw it back.
Well, that's just... I don't want to see a smiley face Joker shark.
You know, Bullet, you may be a lousy cop, but you make a terrific work.
That shark might not go for him. Fuck that. Shit.
If this lunch meat figured out where we are, Batman will be far behind. And why spoil my sharky's appetite when I can feed him bigger fish?
Ugh, again with the fish. I hate fish.
Mr. J.
Harley, this caper's been kind of rough on you, hasn't it? Cheer up! You can be my very own little mermaid.
You're really sick, you know that, boss?
That's a funny ass signal. That's a thumbnail. Look at that. Damn. This is fantastic. The art is exceptional in this episode, and it's not always. That's disgusting.
Now this fella here came with his own grid. See the resemblance? And check out my catch of the day.
This is a beautiful episode.
Bullock.
I didn't need no back computer to tell me that weird-looking minnow came from an aquarium.
Yes, well, this is all tremendously boring. Of course, I can always amuse myself watching old Harv give my shark indigestion.
Let him go. I'm the one you're after.
What?
Gee, and let my little guppy go hungry? I don't know. What do you think we can do about that?
I don't see Batman doing this.
You're right, Harley. Fish are disgusting. I think I'll start using my toxin on cattle. Joker burgers! Ha! Talk about a happy meal. Oh, you never could take a joke.
Jesus.
He doesn't stand a chance against that monster.
Yeah. Catch.
Hey, let go of that, jackass. That's terrible. I just couldn't watch that shit. Even if it was my worst enemy. You're holding your breath like Tom Cruise, Batman. Now that shark's gonna be fucked. What a good shot. That shark's gonna be fucked. I know it's going into Gotham Harbor, but raising captivity.
Okay.
Just give him one for me, will you?
That was an awkward shot. This episode is like the best episode I've seen.
Meanwhile, back at the wrench, since my side splitters don't tickle you, how about a skull splitter?
There's no place left to go, Joker.
The shark's there.
See, Batsy, I think of everything.
He hit the water harder than that, too.
Oh, my poor, poor puddin'.
Come on, he was a demented, abusive, psychotic maniac.
Do you think he's gone for good?
Believe me, Jim, I wish it were true. But deep inside, I doubt it.
Whew, man. That was, I think, like the best episode I've watched. I wish I actually, because of his Joker, I really wish Zach was here. Jesus, I need to have him watch this off camera. Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic. The art and the story, the pacing of the story stood out to me. It was impeccable. The art was some of the best art I've seen since the Toothpaste stuff with him riding on the motorcycle. The story, sometimes it's ludicrous, and him like trying to file a patent on the fish, and that's him being, that's just, it sounds kind of like Joker. I'm sure his goal is also to fund his crime empire. Well, I guess he doesn't have a crime empire, but to fund his schemes, right? That way he can do more outlandish, epic jokes on Gotham and Batman. Yeah, I figured he would just know, like, all right, this isn't going to work, so I guess I'm just in it for the joke. I feel like when I was a little kid, I feel like I just have this memory of seeing those fish thinking they were disgusting. Because they're just creepy and weird. Imagine if you went to the supermarket and saw those fish with the teeth. Like, he gave them a toxin to mutate them, essentially. So, isn't there like a shark in some show named Bruce? And I can't remember. Maybe I've seen Photoshop pictures of shark with like human teeth and it's like really weird. But yeah, obviously it wouldn't serve Joker's purpose very well to, you know what? The bite force, that shark would still fuck you up. But what am I saying? I am wondering though, if the ecology of the marine life and the circle of life that they all share, if it will be messed up if the teeth prohibited the way or changed the way that the fish ate other fish. If that greatly changed the whole ecosystem, then it could really fuck things up. That's what's just kind of interesting to me. The idea of teeth being in these things disgusts me. Can you imagine when you're gutting a fish, pulling out the teeth? Awful. There were several moments where the art stood out. I'm going to enjoy trying to pick out a thumbnail, which is one of my favorite parts of this show, is because sometimes the art is so beautiful. So Joker, when the guy said, "Great Scott," he was not Scottish. He says he's Irish. Don't know if it's true or not, but it doesn't matter. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably have seen it before, but the Joker was wearing not just his purple suit, but his purple trench coat. And I think I've maybe only seen it maybe once. It's interesting, the toxin doesn't specifically hurt people. The only thing I think is slightly weird about this episode is it felt like the toxin used to transform people could be kind of a big, like the big, plot of the episode. Because for one thing, you changed whatever his name is, the pencil pusher, and you essentially mutated him, even though it's temporary. Well, it didn't mutate him because it just made his face freak out, look like Joker, look like he's like maniacally laughing. And then there was someone posing as Batman that it wasn't the binary toxin, it was the toxin in its complete form delivered to him, or actually because it was delivered through a bite, almost technically venom, not poison, but it was delivered through the bite, and that freaked me out seeing Batman like that. But yeah, it was all part of the ploy. Bullock is smart enough to go to the aquarium, but that was also a setup as well. They wanted to lure Batman there. Yeah, it was just a great episode. Like, Batman felt like this threatening thing. Joker on the roof with crowbars, I know that's from other things, but it makes me think of The Dark Knight. It was epic. I loved it. No complaints really about this episode. Fantastic. Guys, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check out our Patreon. We also have early access, and if not, we'll see you next week.